Hello everybody, today we are going to be playing some Final Fantasy 15. We're going to do some episodes for this one. We're just going to do it on normal difficulty. I have already started a playthrough of this, so I'm going to skip the tutorial. Now, I haven't played many Final Fantasies. This is kind of the only one I've ever played. But I do like it. I like the open world RPG aspect of it. So, give it a shot. Now I am going to leave the cutscenes in the game just because I have not watched all of them.
Hang in there, buddy! Stay down. We'll keep him busy.
Look! Over here! Quickly! Before he strikes again!
And I do know this episode will be pretty cutscene heavy. Just due to the beginning of the game.
I got your back.
Here you go. Let's go!
The decreed hour is come. Set forth with my blessing, Prince Noctis.
Thank you, Your Majesty.
Take your leave, and go in the grace of the gods.
Right.
Well, princes will be princes.
So much for royal protocol.
Not like you had to deliver a formal address.
Your Highness!
What now?
I fear I have left too much unsaid. You place a great burden on those who would bear with you.
You're one to talk.
I ask not that you guide my wayward son, merely that you remain at his side.
Indeed, Your Grace.
We'll see the prince to Alticia if it's the last thing we see.
Yeah, what he said.
Hate to break this up, but Kor's got the motor running. Drados, he's in your hands.
And another thing. Do mind your manners around your charming bride-to-be.
Your Majesty as well. Try to mind yours around our esteemed guests from Niflheim.
You have no cause for concern.
Nor do you.
Take heed. Once you set forth, you cannot turn back.
You think I would?
I need only know that you are ready to leave home behind.
Don't know about you, but I'm ready as I'll ever be.
Take care on the long road. Wheresoever you should go, the line of Lucis goes with you. Walk tall, my son.
So from what I do know about the game so far is there are two warring countries, I'll say, kingdoms. I don't really know how you want to put it. And Prince Noctis, who we play as our main character, has to go marry the princess of this other kingdom so there can be peace. That's how I take it. The only Final Fantasy game I've ever played is the Final Fantasy VII Remake, and I've only played like 2 or 3 missions of it. I did notice in my headset that the sound from the game's a little loud, so I'll turn that down just a little bit for you guys. As soon as I'm able to, which I will not be just yet. And of course, what a way to
I think we can
start
forget about hitching our way there.
what a way to start a road
Thought
trip.
people were friendly outside the city.
You can only go so far on the kindness of strangers.
You're just gonna have to push her all the way.
I've already pushed myself to the brink of death.
Get up. Come on, car isn't gonna move itself.
Sheesh. I thought the car was supposed to move us.
Wouldn't that be nice?
Can it? Ready, steady.
Push! This thing's so heavy.
Unbelievable.
Not exactly a fairy tale beginning, huh, Prince Noctis?
We let ourselves get carried away.
Look, these things happen.
Let's just hope this isn't some omen.
Gladio, do me a favor.
What?
Push this thing by yourself.
All by myself?
You won't even notice if we just let go.
Prompto, don't even think about it.
Save some breath for pushing.
Ignis, come on, time to switch.
Nuh-uh, we just switched back there.
And it's my turn, Noct.
His turn.
Oh, my hands are killing me.
You rather I kill you with mine?
Easy there, tough guy.
Any luck?
Only a busy signal.
Hold the phone. Is it just me? Or was it supposed to be way closer?
I assure you, the map is correct.
The map said Hammerhead was right there.
Literally next door.
Looks that way, on a map of the world.
The world's a big old place.
Filled with wonders.
Tell that to my legs.
You
But yeah,
guys
this
even
is
pushing?
a longer game, so I'm
Hard as I
expecting a
can.
With everything
good
I've
series
got.
out of this.
We'll be there in no time.
I'm gonna try and keep the episodes around 30 minutes-ish. Let's see, we're what, 10 minutes in? And I do have the Royal Edition of this game, so I have some car skins and paint jobs I can do to it, as well as some weapons and outfits for my characters that you guys may not have to start.
Congrats on your wedding.
Not hitched just yet.
But I do know a couple.
Here in Hammerhead.
I do know of
Apologies
2
for taking so
weapons.
You best save your apologies
Yeah, I'm just
for
gonna wait for this
Pawpaw.
cutscene.
Well, that makes you.
Cindy, Sid's grease monkey granddaughter.
Roll her in while I'm still young. Didn't your daddy tell you? She's a custom classic, not some beat-up old clunker. Prince Noctis.
Yeah.
Prince. Like they took your old man and kicked the dignity out of him.
What?
You got a long way to go, son. And that slackjaw's getting you nowhere fast. She's gonna take a while. Y'all get her in and run along.
Y'all heard him. Let's get moving. Right this way.
Now we play the waiting game.
Never liked that game.
Never any good at it either.
So, like I said, I do have the Royal Edition, so
Hey there, Prince. Y'all ain't never been out this way before, have you? Go on, have a look around. This'll make sure y'all don't get lost.
Well, might as well make good use of the extra time.
Okay, so hopefully no more cutscenes. So I have the Royal Edition, so right off the bat I will have, I believe, a weapon for each of my characters,
What's a
as
kill?
well as, let's see, as well as costumes for each of my characters. See, yep, so I have all these, which most of them I believe come with the Royal Edition. And I am going to go with, not that, which one is it? It's the, I go with this one because I like them to kind of have that the casual, calm look to themselves. And then for the weapons, I don't have any secondaries for him, but for this one I have the Masamune, which I'm going to give to Gladius. He handles all the great swords in the team. He handles the daggers, which he also will be getting the Mage Mashers. And then for myself, I can handle any form of the weapons. I'm gonna go with the Ragnarok. And that is all I'm gonna change for now. And then if I come right in here, be able to start my first hunt.
Welcome. What can I do you for?
Things I can tell you.
So right off the bat, every time you meet a new tipster, which they're basically the workers inside of a cafe that you can talk to, always talk to them first because they give you all these campsites, parking spots, and the procurement spots, which are just nice to have.
These nasties here have been a real pain in the rear.
And they will also give you hunts, which are easy ways to earn gil, which is the currency in the game, as well as items. And some items are very hard to find, and these are slightly easier ways to get them.
A moment, Noct. We've expended the last of our funds on the repairs. I suggest we confer with Cindy.
Broken down and flat broke.
Adding insult to injury.
Old man's in for both after charging us that much.
Yeah.
So one of the first things I like to do when I get into the game
A visit.
and start this off is I like to come right back here
Let's hit it.
and do this battle because it's quick, easy, and it also just gives you a little bit of extra gil before you start up your first mission. That's another thing I need on is I need on the stamina bar. And then I'm also going to turn down the audio for you guys. Okay, that should be about good, I believe. Still a touch loud. No, that 85. Alrighty, so this is our first battle. Now, the combat system in this game is pretty straightforward. You can do your typical strikes. You can also do a warp strike, which, as you just saw, did a lot of damage, but it also costs MP. And if you use up all of your MP, you go into a stasis, which means you can't warp strike and you can't use up any of your special abilities. And what you also just saw there is a blindside link. So if you hit somebody from the blind side with a teammate near you, you will link up with them and do extra damage. And then these over here, this other menu is just other objectives that I can do with my team. Not objectives, like other combat specialties.
Take cover and rest up.
Each of them have special abilities,
Onward.
Right.
which we will show more as we get to it. Now, as you saw me do, I recommend turning on the stamina bar because there's a little trick you can do. When you're running, if you run out of stamina, you have to wait until the bar gets to about half full, but if you wait until it's just underneath the S... Alrighty, I missed it that time, but when I am able to sprint again, I will show you guys. But typically when it's just about to get underneath the S,
Sounds reasonable enough.
underneath the T, if you click the left stick again to sprint, or wherever your sprint button is, it will give you a speed boost as well as fully refilling your stamina bar.
Sid's friends, was it? Y'all did good. I can tell you all about the area. So what'll it be today?
Now, another thing you can use tipsters for is to eat, which eating, as you can see, it gives you an attack boost, HP boost, or a regen boost. But I'm not going to eat quite yet, just because I want to save up my gil for some items slightly later.
Want to go check it out?
What is it?
And come back and talk to
She ain't
Cindy.
gonna be ready for a while. Y'all need something?
We're strapped for cash. Any way we could earn a little?
Oh, now I get it. This must be what Papa meant when he said he was gonna teach them boys a lesson. Told me he ought to have y'all take care of some ornery varmints that have been causing a ruckus around here. I'd be happy to pay y'all for your services if you're up to the challenge. How about it?
Old man's got his eye on you, Noct. Show him what you got.
Now here on the Ascension tree, you can use this to upgrade all your abilities. You can also upgrade teamwork, techniques, recovery, magic, weight mode, and your exploration. Now the first one I recommend getting as soon as you can is called Regroup. And exactly what it is it is basically what it is it's Ignis's second technique that he can have, which I will show you how to change those in just a moment. And then I'm also going to get this for a later hunt.
But don't go running around after dark. The demons are liable to rip y'all to shreds. Here, this ought to be enough for a place to stay. Just between us, though. Don't tell Pawpaw.
Now, very quickly, back to here. We go to gear. If we go down to Ignis, right now his is Mark. If we go to regroup, what it does is in the middle of battle, if I have him use it, it will basically call all of us into a huddle and give us back a certain amount of HP depending on the level of his ability.
Hey, what are you after this time?
This here is our first shop. Now, as you can see, the little characters down at the bottom, the ones raising their arms are the ones that are able to use these weapons. As you can see, Noctis and Ignis can use daggers. Noctis and Prompto can use the handguns. Noctis and Gladio can use great swords, and only Noctis can use regular swords. So, seeming as how Prompto does not have a
Pleasure doing business.
a better weapon, I'm going to buy that for him. And then I do like to buy this one right here for myself.
Hey, come again.
For some upcoming fights. I'm going to very quickly throw those on. Right here, and give me the war sword. Oh, and then I also have the J-Bolg. I don't know exactly how to pronounce that. And then I also have all these accessories, but I'm going to be getting one here in just a few, and I don't really need those just yet. Now, as you can see, Gladius's technique is about to be upgraded, and that's because I used it once or twice in that last fight. But, as you saw, I have not used any of the other shit. Basically just telling you what Hammerhead is. There's a small little item over here in this little bush. And I think that is going to wrap it up, and I will get onto that mission in the next episode. Talk to you then, guys.